Oh, right. Hi. Alright, guys, you know what it is. It's LiftFork here, and I got something to tell you guys. Alright, this has been long overdue. Alright, I know it's been on high demand, it is highly requested, highly up there, and I'm going to do it today, guys. Alright, are you ready? I'm going to show you guys 5 reasons why you should have a fork next to you. Let me explain why. Number 1, zombie attacks. You never know when the inevitable is going to happen. I mean, clearly 2020 has shown us how big of a problem we have. So you never know what's going to happen, you know. Bam, next thing you know, zombies happens, right? You're eating your food, right? You're using your fork, and next thing you know, zombies. They just start coming out of nowhere. They start breaking your window. They eat your towels. They eat your food that you were just eating, and they're about to eat you, right? But nope, because you came prepared with this bad boy right here. This thing right here, you see? And this here, you could do a lot with. I mean, come on now. What is there not to do when it comes to self-defense? I mean, you got 4 of these sharp whatever things right here that could just stab, right? You could stab, and then you could use it to pick their nose if they need to. You know, you could do whatever you need with this thing right here to defend yourself. You could cut things with it. Like, you could I don't want to demonstrate on myself because of how dangerous this is, but let me tell you, this thing will save your life when it comes to that. All right, you could just really dive into it. Okay, number 2, food. Obviously, while you're in this little survival, let's still run with the zombie thing. You're gonna survive because obviously you're the only one with this bad boy in your hand at all times in self-defense, right? You have this thing. Now you're gonna have to eat, right? You're gonna have to find food. So next thing you know, you find someone's trash or a hobo's bin, and you see some baked beans. All right, you see some baked beans that are in a can because that's gonna be food for you. Now, how are you supposed to pick it? Are you supposed to pick it with a spoon? Are you supposed to get it with your fingers? Oh, no, you're wrong. You're not gonna do that. Why would you? You're going to obviously use a fork. Now, this fork you could scoop, right? Now you cleaned it, all right? Don't worry about the stuff that you use to defend against the zombies because of the stabbing. All right, you're good. Don't worry about that. All right, so you just gotta worry about cleaning it after. Yeah, that's what it is. All right, so you clean it, right? You get it ready for the beans, and you just go to town. All right, you just go to town. Okay, you go to town because these little doodads right here. I told you. See, these little doodads. All right, they're there to scoop up what you have, your life right there, the beans. All right, you're scooping them, and you're using them for that reason. All right, that's the only thing that you need for beans. All right, is this bad boy right here. You don't need your hands. This is so gross. I don't know who would want to use that. No, wrong. All right, I don't even know why you'd want to use a spoon either. No, wrong. Okay, you gotta use a fork. Okay, just remember that. All right, so now we've covered 2 things so far. 1, the obvious, zombies. Not stab, gone, done, slice, you're done. All right, saves my life every time from other things. 2, beans, but not just beans, it could be anything. All right, now let's move on to number 3. All right, number 3, starting fires. All right, I know it sounds far-fetched. All right, it sounds like, what is this guy talking about? But let me tell you right now, you take this, you take any inanimate object, and you go ahead, you slap that. You slap it together, and then you just rub real hard. All right, now I don't want to do it too long. Because if I do, it's going to start a fire in my home, and I don't want to burn my place down. So I'm just gonna put that down because that's the safe thing to do. All right, you never treat these like it's a toy. You use them properly. Stabbing, self-defense. All right, self-defense. And eating, all right, that's two important things. And then most importantly, starting fires. You don't want to burn your place down, your little survivability. All right, you got to keep that all up there. So you got to treat these with respect, of course. All right, so just remember that. Number 4, and that is not being so lonely. All right, now tell me, in the zombie apocalypse, are you gonna have, you know, someone there that's also surviving the apocalypse and having a better chance of surviving as well with you? No, because who's gonna have a fork like you? All right, obviously you're gonna be alone. It's gonna be pretty sad. You're gonna feel lonely, but not entirely, because guess what, we're going to pull a little bit of a Wilson moment, and that's by our friend right here. You can literally just put bam bam 2 eyes right there. I don't want to do it on this bad boy because this is my favorite one. Got to keep this guy in mint condition, all right? But you put them whopping eyes on there when you need it, and you start talking to it. You know, you can be like, hey, what's up? And then it can be like, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Look at that friend right there. Oh man. Anyways, you can make friend right there, all right? You could fall in love with it, man. You could even probably have babies with it. Hold off on the babies part. Don't do that. I don't think you can. But you can be a friend with it, all right? This thing can keep you sane if you need it, all right? This thing right here will keep you sane, all right? Like, that is the most important part, is that you will be completely okay with yourself right now in this moment. Now, we've covered protecting yourself whether it's zombies or anything. I'd say mainly zombies that you stab, all right? Ow. Stab, all right? You eat. You know, when you gotta survive off of food. You start fires with it. You know, rubbing things together, but you don't do it at home. You make friends with it, obviously. And last but not least, the best part, the one that you've been waiting for, you can turn it into a spoon. Now, you're looking at me right now, probably thinking, why is this guy even thinking about making it into a spoon? I have spoons. Wrong. When you're in an apocalypse, when you're surviving things, when you're out in the forest and you break your leg and you fall off a cliff and then you get eaten by a bear from your other leg, you're not gonna have spoons near you. You're gonna have this guy. And that's the problem, all right? People think, wow, I have soup and my leg is bitten off and my other leg's broken. How am I gonna eat this with a fork? Well, guess what? You just take this thing, you take, like, say this, it has a sticky side, right? We'll pretend it's tape. I was gonna use tape, but we'll just use this for now. And then you just, bam, spoon. Look at that. It's just big, but that's okay. You just take it and you scoop. See, look at that. You could eat it like it's soup or a spoon. All right, just remember that you can use this in any way. All right, just keep that in mind, that this can be used in many ways, not like a spoon. A spoon can't stab things, all right? It could scoop, but that's it. It's very limited. However, a fork will take you everywhere. It will take you miles. It will save your life. All right, you will be invincible with this thing. All right, that is it for today, guys. That is my reasons to have a fork near you. All right, so I know a thing or two about these guys. All right, just remember that. So I'll see you guys again when we I don't know where I was going with that. I'll see you guys again, don't worry. All right, just make sure you have a fork next to you. Never forget that. Also, please, if you enjoyed this, like and subscribe.